Hey yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to my yoga time. Today I've got another short yoga snack for you to help you bring a little more mindfulness to your day. So this class we're going to start standing and we will use the wall. We're only going to be here for a brief moment. So position yourself next to the wall. You won't need your mat so much for this pose. So we're going to begin with our right side. Right hand coming to the wall behind you and have the hand at shoulder height. You want to spread the fingers wide and press the pads of the fingers into the wall. Now, if you need to lighten this pose, you can always step a little further away from the wall. Your left fingertips will cross in front of the body. And what I want you to focus on here is turning the eye of the elbow to face the wall and bring the shoulder down, looking over your left shoulder if you can. So quite a deep stretch through the shoulder here. Many benefits to this pose. One of the benefits is that it's a great way to release the brachial nerve plexus, which is a cluster of nerves in the shoulders. So we never want to stretch the nerves, but we do need them to be able to slide and glide. And sometimes they can get a little stuck, which can cause pain and inhibit our movement. And let's release that one. Roll out the shoulders a little before we change sides. So left hand coming behind you at shoulder height. So remember to press the pads of the fingers into the wall. Eye of the elbow faces the wall and the shoulder comes down. Looking over the right shoulder if you can. And let's release. Give the shoulders a roll. Now you need to come back to your mat. And we will come down onto hands and knees. When you're ready, you can inhale, arms up. And exhale, swan dive. Half lift as you inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Step back into your downward facing dog, just briefly. And then knees to the mat. So from here, come down onto those forearms now. So having those elbows underneath your shoulders. And here we'll move through our cat-cow stretches, so it will feel a little bit different. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale to round. So here we are targeting the very stiff part of the spine, which is usually in the middle part behind those kidneys there. That's where most of us get a little more stiff as we age. Well done. Let's come back to a neutral position now. So draw the shoulders back towards the hips, tuck your toes under and lift up the hips so you're coming into your dolphin pose. So quite strong in the upper body. If at any point you need to lower your knees to the mat, feel free to do so. Here I want you to feel like you're sending your armpits towards your legs. Let's step those feet back, lower down into a forearm plank. So tailbone tucks under, engaging your core, upper back can round here. Don't hesitate to place one knee down to the mat if you need to lighten the pose. And let's find our Sphinx pose coming all the way down. It's a little neck stretch here if you like. You can drop the ear towards the shoulder. And we'll move to the other side. And come back to center. Let's lower down. Take the hands wider than the mat, a little further in front of your shoulders. Palms are high, you're just on those fingertips. Feet as wide as the mat and tailbone tucking under. As you inhale, lift up through the shoulders first, coming up, and exhale to lower. So don't worry about how high you come up here. Make this more about the shoulders. You're almost making a little circular motion as you lift up and lower down. Last one. As you lower down now, option 1, hands next to the body. Option 2, interlace the fingers. Tailbone tucks under, lift the lower belly, and then float the legs and the chest. Breathe. Feel the pulse of the breath move the body. Exhale to lower, turn your head to one side, take rest. And let's lift up now, coming onto all fours once again. We're going to thread the needle here. So right arm underneath the left, bring your right ear to the mat. You could always use a block if your head doesn't meet the floor with ease. Let's point the left elbow up towards the ceiling. Option to take chin mudra through your right hand and gently firm that right arm down as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you like a little more of a challenge here, you can straighten your left leg and then hover that foot up off the mat. And let's lower that foot down, changing sides, pressing up, left arm underneath. Either staying there or straightening the right leg and then lifting, flexing the foot. And let's lower knee down, pushing all the way up. Well done. Let's come back to hands and knees, tailbone tucking under. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale to round. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Inhale. And then look forward. Step that right foot up in between the hands and lower left knee to the floor. We're coming into our low lunge here. So gently engaging here by trying to draw left knee forward and tone through the left buttock. Inhale. As you exhale, half pyramid pose. So you can use the blocks here if you need to, moving the hips back and straightening that right leg. Keeping the heart lifted. Well done. Bend in that knee. Move both hands to the inside of the foot now. Come into a wide-legged fold. So both feet are parallel to the short side of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale to fold. 2 more times. Of course, you can take a hold of the blocks if you need them. If you can, walk your hands back in line with the feet. Gently press the palms down and try and slide them forward. Feel free to stay here or walk your hands towards your right leg. Take a hold of the leg wherever you can. And then keeping the right leg straight, bend your left knee. Come back to center. Walk your hands over to the left leg. Take a hold wherever you can. Bend your right knee. And let's pivot our hands now towards the back of the mat. So you'll frame the left foot, low lunge, right knee to the mat. Try and draw the right knee forward, engage the buttock as you lift the arms up. And half pyramid pose, lower the hands down, move the hips back, straightening the left leg. Feel as though you're trying to drag the heel back here. And let's return to our wide-legged forward fold. Half lift as you inhale, folding down as you exhale. Hands can either stay under the shoulders or maybe you can pistol grip your big toes, elbows pointing to the ceiling. If your knees and hips permit, we'll lower down into a yogi squat from here. So heel toe the feet in a little bit closer. Heels are in, toes are out as you bend the knees and drop the hips down. Hands can come into prayer. Gently press the knees into the elbows, elbows into the knees. If your heels don't meet the floor, it's okay. And let's release, lower those hands down. Coming out of the pose, return to all fours. We'll lower down straight onto your belly. Taking what I like to call Superman Cobra. So hands are out in front, chest is lifted. Try to pull the hands back towards the feet. And from here, we'll lower down, make a pillow with your right hand. We'll take a quad stretch, so bending your left leg, taking a hold of the foot. Try to tuck your tailbone under, so you should feel your pubic bone imprint on the mat. And let's change sides. And release. Rolling over now onto your back. Once you're there, cross the left leg over the right leg. We're twisting. Bring your knees over to the right. You can always use your block underneath for support. We're only here for a couple of breaths. So breathe mindfully into the lower belly, the lower back. Inhale to center when you're ready. Changing the cross of your legs and moving the hips a little to the right before the knees not lower to the left. And let's inhale those knees back to center. Coming into Shavasana here, uncross the legs. Taking up as much space on the mat as feels comfortable. And taking this time to allow the body and mind to just be. Softening the forehead. The tongue and jaw. Inhaling a little deeper. swallowing if the mouth is dry. Wiggling toes and fingers. And following any urges to move or stretch. Whenever you're ready, roll to your preferred side. And you can take a few moments there in that fetal position for that nice moment in between moments. Coming up only when you're ready. And I hope that you enjoyed that short yoga snack today, yogis, and that you're feeling a little more space in the body. Wishing you a lovely day ahead. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, not just my channel, but any teacher that you watch on a regular basis. Have a lovely day.